paper, exact date and paper is not present here. But anyway, this is one of the exam papers from, and here you can see the line name is GH. It is 100 mm long, and it appears to be 90 mm in the front view and 70 mm in the top. So we have to draw its projections if G is in HP and 25 mm in front of VP, and its real and apparent inclinations. We have to find its real and apparent inclinations and mark its traces. So let's proceed. So you can see that I'm using the standard template which I had created. If you want to have this template, you can just type bit.ly slash Srikanth. Okay, so the template is available here for everyone to download for free. Okay, you can download that and you can start improving in this. Now the advantage with this is you already have a border set, and from this border you have various options readily available. So if you are drawing first angle, which we are usually doing in our engineering syllabus in India here, and if you want third angle projection, you can see this this thing will change. And also if you want engineering curves, we will not be using any of that, so we'll just have that removed. Okay, and here you can see there are some spaces for typing your name, your roll number, the topic that you're doing the problem on, and the problem number. So all these you can just change by double clicking, and you can see here you have these options that you can change one by one. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve the problem over here. So we have the problem. The line length is 100 mm and it appears to be 90 in front view and 70 in top view. So we know the actual length, the true length, and we also know the front view length and the top view length. So the way to do this is, first of course we will start with the XY line in the middle here, and then we'll have to project one of the points which is given. So here the point G has been given, and it is in HP. Because it is in HP, its front view will be exactly on so let me draw this. So the front view is going to be exactly over here. So let me take this here, explode it. So this will help me to put the points. So here we have the first point, and here. So here this point is the front view of the point G, which means we have to name it as small g with a dash, and the top view will be naming it as G. Now where is this G? The G, the top view, is 25 mm in front of VP. So let's take an offset of 25 and then trim it off. So this point G is over here. If you want, you can also place some points with PO command, PO enter, and then place the points here. So these are the 2 points. So this point here is the front view of G, and this point here is the top view of G, and the distance between them you can say it is 25. Okay, so now that we are done projecting one point, we will have to start implementing the next details given. So we know that it is 90 mm in the here, 70 mm here, and we know that its true length is 100 mm. So in order to draw the true length, we will need the actual angles of inclination with HP and VP. Okay, but that has not been given here. So we'll have to go ahead with the front view length and top view length. Now for front view length and top view length, we don't know their apparent inclinations as of now. So we will have to rely on a position of front and top view, wherein in the absence of the angle of top view length, which is inclined at such an angle, we will have to start with this length. Fine, it is equal in length to the top view length, but it is horizontal. Okay, so let us start from the point here and draw a horizontal line which is equal in length to the top view. Now the top view length has been given here as 70 mm. So top view length is 70 mm. So type 70, press enter. Okay, now we have the top view length. we have the top view length. So let us take the length and show it as top view length, and you can see the point here is something like B1, which means here we will have to make this as, since our point, I mean the line name is GH, this is the first temporary point, so we will have to call it as H1, not capital, but it has to be small. Okay, so this is H1. Now we need another line which you can see here. So this is starting from the front view of the first point, and it is equal in length to the front view length. Fine. Because we don't know the angle of the front view length, we will have to draw it horizontal in this position. Okay, so let's go ahead. Just hide the commands. L enter, type here, and keep it horizontal and give the length of 90. So 90, enter. So this has given us a point over here. Okay. So we can see there is another line over here overlapping with the XY line, and this is the point similar to B2 dash. So in our master diagram, the name of the second point was B, so hence it was called B2 dash. Here the second point is H, so we'll have to call it as H2 dash. Okay. H1 is the top view of one point, the bottom point, and H2 dash is the front view of another point. Okay. So this is the front view length, and this one over here is the top view length. So let us also mark the dimension of this. Let us match properties of this, and also we'll have to take the dimension properties. So now that we have these two, let us see how to complete the diagram. Right. So have we fed all the information that is provided in the question? Yeah, so 100 mm is still yet to be fed. So you can see here from the front view length, if you draw a vertical line, from the front view length, if you draw a vertical line, from this point, the length will be equal to the true length. So we'll have to draw these. So first we will draw this line, which is vertical from the top view, and this we will mark a cut on this. Okay. So yeah, so let's take this point and draw a vertical line. Draw it long enough because we don't know where it is going. And the distance of true length from this point G dash has to be 100. So let's take we cannot take line, we'll have to take circle. So take your compass if you are doing manual drafting, and radius of 100, and draw an arc. That arc has to cut it. Okay. So we don't need the complete arc, so okay. So this is the only mark that we will need. Now the distance of this point from here is exactly 100. Let us say, you can see this length is exactly 100. Okay, so this is the true length. Right. And the inclination of this true length with horizontal is what is called as the inclination with HP. Okay. So let's go ahead and measure that inclination. So in case you are doing manual drafting, you'll have to go ahead and take your protractor, and then you will have to measure it from this side. Okay. So when you take a measure of that, you can see the angle is between 45 and 46, so 45.6 somewhat you can take it. Okay. So that is the, if you are using AutoCAD, of course you can go with angular. Let's take it like this. You can see it is for 45.57. Okay. So having drawn this, next let us focus on getting this one. Okay. So for getting this one, we will have to draw a vertical line from B2 dash, which is H2 dash over here, and we will have to mark on it an arc of true length. Okay. So let's do that. From here, draw a long enough line which is vertical, then take a circle command from this point. Okay. From this point, we'll have to take a radius of true length being 100. So once you have drawn that, take from here here. Because we don't need the complete arc, so let us remove it, taking a circle as reference, and this top line we will not need it. Okay, so from h2 dash we will need a line. This length is again the true length. Okay, so this being h2 dash, this point we will get it as the top view of h2, which is h2 itself. Okay. And same way, when you take the front view of h1, it will be h dash, h1 dash, okay, h1 dash front view, its top view h1, h2 dash front view, its top view h2. Okay. So once these are drawn, you can see we have got up to here. Okay. The next things are simple. We'll have to get the final front view and final top view, which are these. In order to get this, you can see that we'll have to draw a horizontal line over here, and this arc, which is from this line. Okay. So from this line we need to get an arc, and from this endpoint we will have to draw a straight line. So let's take a straight line from the endpoint here, this, and take a circle from this point passing through this. Okay. So I'm not taking the length. The length has to be, the radius has to be equal to 90 mm. We already have a line here, so center point I've kept here, and it's passing through this endpoint. Okay. So now this part we will need only between these two lines, so this is the only part we need. So now that we have the intersection point, so we have just touch it. So when you measure this length, you can see that it is equal to the 90 mm because we have taken this as a circle. So this length here is equal to this length. Okay. So this is equal in length to the front view length, and we have taken reference from here and from here to get this final point. So that defines its final inclination. Okay. So let us match the properties of this with the solid, because this is the final line that we require, and its name of course is going to be this. So let's copy this. This is the final front view length, and hence we are calling it as h dash only. Now the same procedure we'll have to follow here. We'll have to take a locus from here, which is horizontal, and the locus of top view h1, which is going to be circular. Okay. So both these loci are, they are going to intersect over here, and we will just need between these two. So select them, type tr, enter, and click here. Remove the extra. So having got this, let's connect this to here. Okay, and that gives us the final top. This is the final top. So if you want to measure, you can see that its length is equal to 70. Length is equal to 70, same as this, because we have taken a circle. The radius of circle is going to be same from the center in all directions, and this is the final front view. So let us match its property with the solid line, match all the dimension lines properties with dimension lines, and here this point is the final, this point is the final top view. So let us call it as h. And once you have drawn all these, the way to confirm whether your diagram is correct or not is to check if h and h dash are on the same vertical line. H and h dash are on the same vertical line. So when you zoom in, you can see that they are indeed exactly correct. Okay. So let's zoom in on this side also, and let's draw vertical line from here. Vertical line from here. Let's zoom in and check here if it is passing through that. You can see it is indeed passing through this point. Okay. So this is how you can check whether your diagram is correct or not. Okay. Give the property here as well. Okay. So this completes the solution to this particular problem. Okay. So hope you have understood this correctly. If you have any doubts in this, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to help you out with that. If you want to learn AutoCAD, I have another dedicated course for AutoCAD channel. You can check that out. You can learn the commands, and with that, I hope that you will be able to do much better in the subject that you have to deal with. So see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Keep happy, keep studying, keep getting better and better at your art, and keep sharing your system.